Hi everyone, this is Samantha Ward, and for this week's discussion, I will be discussing the Eighth Amendment and its three clauses. The Eighth Amendment to the Constitution of the United States was passed by Congress on September 25th, 1789, and was ratified and added to the Bill of Rights on December 15th, 1791. The amendment states, excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. The Eighth Amendment contains three clauses: one that limits the amount of bail associated with criminal infractions, another stating that fines may be imposed, and the last stating that punishments may also be inflicted. The Constitution does not define what exactly excessive is when it comes to fines. However, the general rule has been to allow fines that do not result in the loss of one's property. In regards to bail, the following factors are taken into consideration when determining the amount: the seriousness of the crime, the amount of evidence against the accused, and the flight risk of the accused. The Constitution is also silent on defining the particulars of the cruel and unusual punishment clause. This clause is the most important and, of course, the most controversial part of the Eighth Amendment. Exactly how do we measure a punishment's cruelty? Does it prohibit the death penalty? Should someone with a mental disability be subject to the death penalty? These are just a few of the challenging questions related to this amendment. Then they have been left up to the courts to determine what exactly is permissible under the law. The underlying principle is that the punishment should be proportional to the crime. There are several notable court cases that involve the Eighth Amendment. The first being the 1909 case of the Waters-Pierce Oil Company versus Texas. The Waters-Pierce Oil Company was charged with violating Texas's antitrust law. The fine imposed was $5,000 per day for every day the alleged breaking of the law occurred. The oil company was accused of violating the antitrust law for over 300 days. This made their fine come over a $1.6 million total. Waters-Pierce believed that the large fine violated their right to the excessive fines clause. The court argued that they could not interfere with state legislation in fixing fines unless the amount was so grossly excessive as to amount to the deprivation of their property. This case is important as it set up a standard for judging whether or not a fine is considered excessive. Another unique case involving the Eighth Amendment was the 1987 case of the United States versus Solano. The mafia member Anthony Solano was arrested for violating the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, or the RICO Act. The government detained him after he was arrested and did not allow him to post bail on the grounds that he was a danger to the community. Salerno challenged the government, stating that his detention before trial violated his Eighth Amendment right to post bail. The court disagreed and made a very clear statement concerning the excessive bail clause. This case is important as it makes clear that the clause does not promise the right to bail in every case. I, for one, am thankful to live in a country where we have laws in place like the Eighth Amendment. Prayerfully, you guys will not be in any type of trouble where you have to exercise your Eighth Amendment right. However, if you do, and again, prayerfully you don't, you guys will find this video of great use. If not, it's just for educational purposes. Thank you guys so much.